All right, I want to watch it. It's short. It's from Diesel Patches. He comes in here every once in a while, says one thing, and leaves. So, you know. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's all I have to say. So it's cool stuff. All right, let's just see. It just says, yep, she's done. I think it's about Frogan. I thought she was the reverse of done.
It's been over a month now since Ethan Klein has publicly claimed he's suing 3 Twitch streamers for maliciously reacting to his content. Those streamers being a pair of jeans, a crackhead, and the mighty morphin Frogan herself. And now Frogan displayed.
I feel like we got to do better ones. The pair of jeans was good. Crackhead was good because it was shocking. Frogan, we got Midwestern Frogan, I think. The Middle Western Frogan. Because she's from, like, Michigan, dude.
Signs of what it means to be a shitty React streamer by walking away from her own stream to squeeze out a massive Frogan turd while failing to pause the video she's reacting to.
Well, it's not even that she's walking away from the stream. She's walking away from the video. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest distinction.
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach.
If you have to let the video play.
Like, why do that? She's so stupid. Well, that's part of the culture. Hassan made them feel comfortable doing that, and Twitch doesn't punish them. Well, why would he? Why would they? That would be just weird, I guess. Because then Twitch is saying like, hey, we're gonna punish people for this type of behavior, and then it's like a whole copyright thing, right? Like, you're supposed to put in your own copyright claims, so if Twitch does punish people for that, then they would be saying that they're going to take an active stance and advocation for every single piece of media that's going on there, and then that turns into a whole problem.
To keep your viewership, clearly people aren't there to watch you. However, despite this incident, this clip is not the reason why Ethan is suing Frogan. The specific reason why she was grouped with these 2 streamers
Well, I feel like that's part of it, no?
is because she also made it abundantly clear
That she's white, yeah.
that she is reacting to Ethan Klein's content with the intent of taking views away from him.
Terrible stuff.
And if you didn't know, that is a clear violation of fair use.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. He doesn't want people to know when it's...
I think when they say ethically watch the nuke, their ethics are takeaway views. That's what they mean when they say ethically watch the nuke. So
dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
So
that's just crazy makeup, girl.
How did...
What a shame. I don't mean to be rude, but this looks terrible. And like, it's, you know, Frogan is, all jokes aside, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. How old is this woman? I feel like she's like 30, no? She's 27. And just what a shame with whatever the, like, what is this? Hopefully this isn't like a religious thing, or else I look like a silly goose now. Don't worry, guys. My religion is ignorance. So if I do say something stupid, I'm pretty covered.
Watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
So how did...
I suggest you watch every Ethan Klein video that I talk about through me. You know, because...
Fruit Loops react to the news.
Not really. She is.
Of mean capitalist Jew man targeting her. Okay. Well, she predictably started a GoFundMe, like the other 2, raising a whopping sum of 18% of her goal.
All right, Frogan. Wait, hold on. Is that accurate information? I'm reopening stuff.
Hello.
Let's see if that's accurate. All we have to do to see if this is the accurate amount of money that she's actually raised is we just have to go to iDubbbz's video where he shouts out Frogan, Casey, Denims, and Caseytron. Their lawsuits. Oh man, that's pretty up. Damn. Well, she made $500 today. That's crazy. No Gaza link, unfortunately. Terrible stuff, iDubbbz. Hey, iDubbbz games. What do you guys think? Wow, 6 years ago. Incredible. What about the second channel? I finally saved a squirrel. Doing more for squirrels in Gaza there, huh? Okay.
Hassan Piker once again
Whoa.
Clutch, and now it would seem like she's playing the waiting game.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that money just from... Isn't that money just from iDubbbz? How do I look at this? Wasn't like somebody said that Ian donated $420. Oh, Bad Empanada a month ago, $500. Whoa! How this isn't even a real name. What the fuck? All right, anonymous. I thought you did. So, well, I guess not. Or I guess we could look at see the top ones. Scott. Wow, good for you. I guess he didn't. Somebody told. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there it is. iDubbbz 420, dude. The epic weed number. He did an epic weed number. That's crazy. Did he do that for Denims too? Whoa. Let's see if we can find the epic weed number. The epic weed number. Let's see if we got it on Caseytron. Oh, dude, is it? You got to give iDubbbz. You got to give iDubbbz some credit. Unironically, because he's willing to donate $420 to all three of these beautiful white women, while he can barely sell his house below market value that his wife has just as the main signer for, and not him, even though he's the one that makes the money. Isn't that so beautiful? I mean, what a generous guy. What a generous guy. Holy moly. It's incredible. It's so beautiful. How the fuck do I get back to the video? There we go. I thought this was Frogan for a second. Kinda. It's a little close. It's a little bit close. That's a tank engine. That's, it's not too bad. It pretty much looks exactly, this is like the same thing. Right? The same fucking thing. Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Flip the image. I don't know what words you're saying. Isn't this so beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. Isn't this so beautiful? This is a good, I like this. I'm going to make this the thumbnail of this video on the Leftovers channel.
At first, she was making the smarter decision to stay quiet. Unlike the pair of jeans and Crackhead, they were milking the topic on their platforms, risking incriminating themselves. But Frogan stayed silent, but it would seem she's being silent for a little too long now.
Yeah, I think that she just got an extension, so good for her.
A couple days ago, Ethan Klein sent this message out. Frogan is literally about to default early next week. What has she done with the $50,000 she raised? We have not yet heard from
Damn, Frogan's not even streaming right now. That's terrible.
her or her attorney at all. She has like 5 days to respond to our complaint, or she loses by default. If you don't know what it means to default, the case essentially favors the plaintiff, that being Ethan Klein, because the defendant, that being Frogan, failed to respond to a court summon, which would lead to the judge, by default, rule in Ethan's favor.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
Yes, the brilliant and always reliable tactic of hiding and covering your ears. The law can't.
Yeah, well, she finally responded and said she wanted an extension. I wonder why she wanted an extension. That has to be a tactic from their lawyer, because I don't think Frogan is that stupid. So she probably got a lawyer that's trying to delay the information and potentially like just kind of bore Ethan a little bit into getting a better deal. Because as time goes on, the energy shifts a little bit, and maybe they'll be like maybe they'll be more willing to kind of settle in a more productive way. It's unfortunate that like they don't have like it's not. I don't even think that she has like a YouTube button that Ethan could get as like a trophy from settling.
Find me under my bed.
It costs Ethan more money. Does it? Even if that was true, I don't think that nobody would care. But yeah, the delay tactic, I mean, it makes sense. It's a smart tactic, especially since I think Ethan probably wants whatever information that she has, like whatever information on her DMs or some kind of discovery, right?
In order for a default to have any sort of merit, Ethan would have to properly serve the individual, which
a delay won't do anything. Well, again, it might position them to be in a better spot.
Notifies the defendant, Frogan, that Ethan has officially started legal action.
I'm starting to suspect that Frogan doesn't have an attorney at all. Because if she did, they would have accepted service.
Right, because
she knows she's being
it's to your
sued.
benefit to accept it.
She knows she's being sued. She's acknowledged it. She's literally acknowledged it online. I've talked about it. All of her friends have talked about it. Like, she knows she's being sued. So this matter of service is silly, because we all know that she knows she's being sued.
And now, some people have pointed out that there isn't any proof that Frogan has been properly served, which could damper Ethan's chance of a judge ruling this case by default.
I thought we kind of knew that already. Then we know that she definitely got the papers. I thought, maybe I'm fucking stupid. I could have swore I was watching them talk about how they served her 3 times on on like an episode that came out a few days ago. And 2 of the times she ignored it. Maybe I think that this was Frogan. 2 of the times they ignored it, and then 1 of the times they didn't, because apparently the first 2 times that they tried to serve Frogan was at like a weird hour of the night, and then they came again. And Frogan opened the door. It was like, well, that's a huge load, and then they served her the papers.
But Diesel, Frogan started a GoFundMe, so it's obvious she's well aware she's being sued.
Well, that actually is a good. What the fuck just happened? So that is a good point. What the hell was that?
That there isn't any.
What the fuck?
Did a GoFundMe, so it's
so much
obvious she's
shit up on
well
that thing.
aware
What
she's
the hell?
being sued.
Listen, I love Frogan just as much as you guys. She's my
Yeah.
babe. Out of my entire
True.
card collection, she's my
2 trains.
favorite Twitch babe. But there is a difference
Diesel Patches probably does like her. What does this guy look like? He's probably gooning to her.
between acknowledging the threat of being sued and acknowledging the fact that you're actually being sued. I mean, raising money to counter a possible lawsuit is nothing
Wasn't she crying about how she got served at her dad's house? Yeah, I think that's what I was referring to.
new. So, yeah, I mean, if we're being honest
I
with
guess Diesel Patches is not an avid H3 viewer.
ourselves, it's obvious Frogan knows she's being sued. She's chronically online and streams for a living, but that cannot be proven in a court of law. The language here in Frogan's GoFundMe is a little damning on her part, and whether this is for a legitimate
Is Diesel gay?
lawsuit or the possibility of one. But truth be told, I don't know how fast the service process was after Ethan publicly announced
That was Caseytron? Oh, was it? Oh, am I wrong? Oh.
his intention to sue Frogan. To be fair to Frogan,
Whoa, that's hot. What the fuck is happening? Is she trying to eat marshmallow? Oh, she's probably doing some challenge. They call it the Fluffy Bunny Challenge or something.
the statement most likely
There's a crazy R34 edit of the Fluffy Bunny Challenge. Oh, thank God this is going on the second channel. I got a fucking problem, bro. I just have a fucking problem. I got a fucking problem, dude. It's crazy. All right.
means raising funds in case of a lawsuit,
Sorry,
because
guys.
this GoFundMe started on June 20th,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
while the public record of the attempted service being carried out occurred on July 1st and July 2nd.
Oh, that was Casey trying to all blend together. Oh, okay.
However, here's the thing. I still don't see how this game of hide and seek will eventually play into Frogan's hand, because despite what H3 snarkers claim, a
Can't wait to see the case be dismissed after Frogan files a motion to quash after being improperly served. This dude is such an idiot. He's all the money and doesn't know what to do with it, so therefore he's a quack of a lawyer. I don't understand why they think that Ethan is that stupid. Like, I think it's fine to hate Ethan or whatever, but like, you guys are just being like dumb at this point, where you're just pretending. You guys are just pretending that Ethan doesn't know what he's doing or isn't hiring decent lawyers.
court case doesn't just go away
You've seen it? Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
or be dismissed
Sorry, I'm not Papa Gut right now. I'm Maurice Gutierrez.
because the defendant fails to ever respond to legal action. You can't just not acknowledge
Hey, it looks like she responded. Look at LUS last video. Yeah, I guess we'll watch this really quick. It's after this video. It just says Ethan Klein versus Frogan. Frogan gives up and finally hires a lawyer. Okay.
someone suing you and then say, "Oh, I win. I played the waiting game. GG, get fucked, nerd." If Ethan doesn't win
Smart.
by default and Frogan continues to stay silent, Ethan can then prove he's exhausted all options to serve Frogan. I mean, Ethan could even get judge approval to put the service in a section on the newspaper. And
I
that's
could have swore that like she was already served by this video.
not humiliating. But let's say that Frogan does eventually acknowledge the service and hires a lawyer. Ethan still
All right, I feel like this video is not fully informed. I mean, it's not exactly a bad. I mean, it's about Ethan Klein drama, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna move on to this video.
On TED Entertainment, which would be even. Hey guys, today we get a major update that just released on TED Entertainment, which would
TED.
be Ethan Klein versus
Morgan Kamal Majid. Is that what it's called? Okay.
Morgan. So if you are to believe H3 Leftover, which is the reincarnation of H3 Snark, then Morgan was not served. If you were to believe some people on Twitter, on the Hassan orbiters, Morgan was not served and she was winning. Well, that turned out all to be false, like I said it was. She was served, substitute service, and now she has a lawyer. So August 5th, stipulation for extensive time to file answer to October 3rd,
Interesting. Proof of service. Oh, so they got a proof of service on July 18th. So they got this like 3 weeks ago. Proof of service executed by plaintiff Ted Entertainment upon defendant Morgan, whatever, served on 7/14, answered due by 8/4. Service of the summons and complaint were executed upon Jane Doe, member of household, in compliance. Okay, so they executed upon, I guess, a random person with federal rules of civil procedure by substituted service at home address and also by mailing a copy. Okay, gotcha. So they got their service July 18th, and then, okay.
Via complaint, attorney civil case.
Frog plus Morgan equals Frogan. Why? Why Frog? Why didn't I call it Traingan? Because she looks like a train.
Case opening 1, filed by plaintiff Ted Entertainment Inc. Essentially, Frogan got a lawyer. Lawyer reached out to Ethan Klein's lawyer and said, "Hey, I just got hired. Do you want to do me a favor and not make this too messy?" And Ethan Klein's lawyer said, yes. As a professional courtesy.
Is that what that is for sure?
Entertainment Inc. Essentially, Frogan got a lawyer. Lawyer reached out to Ethan Klein's lawyer and said, "Hey, I just got hired. Do you want to do me a favor and not make this too messy?"
Maybe that's in like the actual rundown. Okay.
And Ethan Klein's lawyer said, yes. As a professional courtesy, lawyers will do each other favors because you never know when you're going to meet that, especially since this is an IP lawyer. And we do have some information. In fact, this IP lawyer is on YouTube. He is a trademark and copyright lawyer, which is, again, as I've explained, patent lawyers are the top dogs, and then everything else is just kind of like whatever. So, whereas on June 19th, 2025, plaintiff Ted Entertainment.
I like this guy more than that other guy, Legal Mindset or whatever. I like this guy more. I watched like a Legal Mindset video a while ago, and it was just so. It was like just so. I'm gonna follow this guy. I think it was just. It was so weird. It's too drama energy, This guy retired at 36. Jesus fuck. This guy's like chill. Like, I like to talk about drama, but I don't really have like drama energy. So I don't really resonate with people who have drama energy. They're fucking weird to me.
TEI initiated the present action by filing its complaint for direct copyright infringement against defendant Morgan.
less is dope. Just don't turn on notifications. Why does he shitpost spam?
Frogan, docket 1. Whereas on July 18th, 2025, TEI.
He be posting a lot. I mean, whatever. It sounds like he's fucking retired at 36 years old. So he's just chilling and pumping out like content. I don't think it's a bad thing. Whatever. Do your thing, boss. He's just talking about shit he likes to talk about. A lot of Ethan Klein shit. Damn, he does post a lot. Holy fuck. He's like a clips channel, but like a live channel. It's fucking insane.
I filed a proof of service for serving the complaint on Frogan on July 14th, 2025, docket number 12. Whereas on August 1st, 2025, counsel for Frogan contacted counsel for TEI by email to contest the validity of the service of the complaint on Frogan. So there you go. Frogan hired a lawyer. Lawyer contacted TEI and said, "Hey, I don't believe in the validity of service, but..."
Is the validity of service like the validity of how they were served? But if you have a lawyer, why would you then you're acknowledging you got serviced.
Whereas in the same email, counsel for Frogan offered to resolve the issue and avoid unnecessary motion practice by having TEI withdraw the July 18th, 2025 proof of service and having Frogan execute a waiver of service pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure. So we don't think that you served us properly, but we're ready to get served today.
Oh, okay, I see. So they're playing like a game, saying, "Hey, we don't think that your service is valid." So, like, that's our justifier for asking more time because that sounds better, potentially in front of a judge, if it ever, I guess, whatever, or in front of some kind of whatever judge. I don't know, scenario. I don't know how the fuck this shit works. I think that they could do like little round table, jerk off meetings, or probably over Zoom. So it's like, hey, listen, here's our like valid reason. It doesn't seem like you served us correctly back then, but we're acknowledging it and we'll do it now because this looks better than just saying Frogan hired a lawyer late. Is that what we're talking about?
Roll 4D and receive an additional 60 days to respond to the complaint pursuant to the FRCP rule.
60 days?
This is quite fascinating. These timelines are moving at different paces. Denon's timeline is moving very fast. Casey Tron somewhere in the middle. Frogan is way behind, assuming she takes the entire 60 days.
But this makes sense to me. This seems like the smartest play is to just like slow it down and delay it as much as possible. to drag it out and to kind of just like wear Ethan down so he gets bored in some capacity and maybe a little bit more likely to give a good deal.
C will be way, way behind. Whereas on the same day, counsel for TEI responded to counsel for Frogan without conceding the validity of the objections to service, expressed agreement regarding avoiding unnecessary motion practice regarding the service of the complaint. So TEI, the counsel for them, said, no, our service was okay.
60 days seem long. Well, I wonder if this means that they are getting 60 days or if they're asking for 60 days to hope to get something shorter. You know what I mean? Like ask for crazy, settle on normal, you know?
Okay, but we're willing to, quote, settle with you on this dispute. As in the same email, counsel for TEI offered to streamline the resolution by the issue by granting Frogan an additional 60 days to respond to the complaint.
They got it. Okay.
TEI, the counsel, is still saying, we served you correctly. Frogan's counsel is saying, you didn't serve me correctly, but I'm willing to be served correctly today. Whereas counsel for Frogan agreed to this arrangement so long as Frogan preserves her right to file any responsive pleading pursuant to
But he has more resources, he can wait out longer. I guess so, but then like I don't know from a lawyer perspective, but if you hire a lawyer, I don't think it matters how long you have them in your service necessarily. I don't think that they get paid by the day, they get paid by the hour of work. It's usually like, hey, we did this, or I'll do this for my cost is, I don't know, fucking $500 an hour, but like my little Igor idiot is $250 an hour, right? So like they'll do whatever those processing costs are. So if they're like, oh, we're gonna do 60 days, like this guy might work on something for like 2 hours, and then he's like, all right, I'll talk to you in a month, and we'll see where we're at, and then we'll talk. You know what I mean? So I don't think the delaying is necessarily a resource drainer.
FRCP Rule 12, with the exception of contesting service under FRCP Rules 12B, 4, 5, and counsel for TEI agree. So part of this agreement is that that the service was served to you properly. You cannot contest it. Whereas good cause exists for the stipulation because 1, it resolves the parties' issues concerning service, 2, conserves the time and resources of this court, and the parties by avoiding unnecessary motion practice. Like, yeah, they would have to probably spend another few $1,000s battling this just to reach the same conclusion that, yes, she was served. Therefore, it is hereby stipulated by and between the parties through their respective.
I fucking hate this type of language because it's like I get bored of it. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to absorb it.
Attorneys a record that this court grant the stipulation to that Frogan's deadline to respond to the complaint be continued from August 4th, 2025 to October 3rd, 2025.
That's an extension.
That Frogan can respond to the complaint with any responsive pleading pursuant to FRCP Rule 12 with the exception of the contesting service under FRCPR Rules 12B and so on. And the court entered. So she actually can respond, right? It is interesting. It is quite interesting because Frogan now has a lawyer. So we will look at the actual request and then we'll take a look at the lawyer. The lawyer is different. So remember, Casey Tron.
Who's crying? I think it's Frogan in the background.
As free lawyers, one of the lawyers is shared with Denins.
Why?
So Dennis and Casey Tron share one lawyer, but
what are the other 2 lawyers for?
2 of Casey Tron's lawyers, the Pro Vice Hawk. Sorry, my baby is screaming like crazy right now. It was really hard to make this video. Sometimes when news drops, it is just news that you have to cover, regardless, right?
Sure.
So in this case, the Frogan has a completely entirely different attorney from any of them.
Why does she have 3 fucking lawyers?
So Casey Tron has 3 attorneys. One of them is kind of like in CoffeeZilla. It's just an attorney that sits there and allows the other 2 attorneys to come in under his license.
Oh.
The other 2 attorneys work for the same law firm as the one attorney representing Denins.
This seems overly complicated.
That's Casey Tron. So Casey Tron has 3 attorneys.
What's her point of that, though?
2 of them work at the same law firm as the one attorney representing Denins, and one of the attorneys
does Casey Tron know somebody that I don't understand.
Actually representing both of them. Here, what's unique here is that the Frogan's attorney is completely different, and Frogan will not need this. Isn't like Casey Tron. Casey Tron's in Missouri, so she needed a different attorney to bring in these 2 other attorneys.
Okay, I kind of understand. So that she's in a different jurisdiction. Oh, do Denims and Frogan live in California? Is that what they need? Did Casey? Okay, maybe that makes sense. Casey Tron has like a lawyer, basically lawyers near her, but also a California lawyer that understands California law better. Is that what we're saying?
Frogan has gone with an independent attorney. So the attorneys that both Casey Tron and Denons have gone to are larger law firms. They are a larger attorney in terms of volume of cases they do and so on. The attorney Frogan has chosen is a attorney that is just one person, I believe. One attorney,
Okay.
from what I gather from the website. His name is Braha Nika, and the website is nikalaw.com, I believe.
Whoa.
Yep, Nika. It's hard to spell. Niknialaw.com. And it has only one attorney bio. Braha Nika is the founder and principal of the Nika law firm. Braha's practice is focused on areas of trademark, copyrights, and litigation.
Gotcha.
Prior to forming his own law firm, Braha was the general counsel to Bruce Brown Films, LLC.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Braha handles commercial and intellectual property litigation and represents businesses and individuals in a variety of transactional, trademark, and copyright matters.
Sorry, my fucking hand is like I need to pop this. You know, like I need it to crack pop, but I can't get it to do it.
Including business formation, trademark, trade name registration, and contract preparation.
If you're barred in another state, you need a local lawyer to vouch for you on their reputation. They'll follow the local rules. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Before going,
It's still got to be expensive because like they're not just going to vouch for you for like nothing. They're going to have to they're going to have to see every single thing that you want. I'm assuming that it's like, hey, I have my lawyer here. They're going to send my information to their lawyer in the other lawyer in the other state. It's not going to probably go through like a lawyer, because I know that there's like the main lawyer and like secondary lawyers or whatever. So it'll go through somebody else that might be cheaper to make sure that it follows policy, but it's still gonna have to like go through additional money.
to law school,
Like it's gonna be more expensive, no?
Braha owned and managed and operated several successful businesses. Today, he draws on this knowledge and expresses to effectively litigate matters on behalf of his client. Braham has successfully represented clients in all alternative dispute resolution forums, including arbitration, mediation, state and federal court, bar admissions, California bar, education, UCLA for a bachelor's of arts degree in philosophy. That's why he cannot be a patent bar. So, side note, to be a patent lawyer, you have to sit for the patent bar. The
I
patent
don't know what that is.
bar would not allow an individual with a degree in philosophy to sit. It's only science majors, engineering majors, math majors, or you can submit your courses. And
I don't really know what that is.
yeah, practice area, trademarks, copyright, business
I don't know what that
litigation,
is.
class action, business transactions, contracts. It's interesting, right? They've kind of done a very different take on this individual. So anyway, that is it. It's been a pretty busy day with baby, so that's probably going to be, I'll probably make a longer video about this individual and what I think the credentials are for all three of the legal teams and their chance of success. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hi, guys.
All right, cool. Cool video.